Rolls-Royce is known for luxury, and now it's taking things to a new realm with the all-electric 2024 Spectre Coupe. With the company planning to phase out its gasoline-powered models by 2030, it has delved into the world of EVs with the Spectre, and it's not starting out lightly. The EV is valued at a starting price of $420,000, with a driving range of around 260 miles or 420 kilometers per charge. The Spectre is among the long-range EVs, yet there are less expensive rivals such as the Tesla Model S and the Lucid Motors Air. But buyers with the money to buy a Spectre aren't likely to road trip when their private jet is always standing by at a nearby airfield. But why is the Spectre so expensive? Well, in this video, we'll discuss the reasons why it's the second most luxurious EV in the world and take you through all the specifications of the new Rolls-Royce Spectre. Rolls-Royce's first ever electric car is a giant four-seater Super Coupe, effectively replacing the old Phantom Coupe and the similar Wraith. Rolls has successfully reduced the age of its average customer from 56 to 42 during the past decade, and the Spectre might just be the brand's most handsome car. It's easy to question why somebody would possibly spend $500,000 on a car like a Rolls-Royce. Well, wait until you get behind the wheel. Then it all makes perfect sense. At a glance, the EV has all the markers Rolls-Royce is famous for: a flashy grille, a swept-back silhouette, and center caps that predominantly display the Rolls-Royce logo, right side up, even when the car is in motion. The Spectre wouldn't be a Rolls-Royce without the distinctive Pantheon grille. This time it is wider and sleeker than before and illuminated at night. Even the spirit of ecstasy has been honed to be as aerodynamic as possible, helping towards an impressive drag coefficient of just 0.25 CD. The company's all-independent planar suspension system is again fitted to the Spectre, promising a magic carpet ride, while four-wheel steering means a tight turning circle of just 12.7 meters, equal to about 41 feet. Although sharp impacts will still make themselves known, Rolls-Royce has installed adaptive suspension to ensure an appropriately isolated ride overall, but the biggest bumps. And the engineers also made room for a massive amount of sound-deadening material to maintain a whisper-quiet cabin. On the road, the Spectre is so silent inside that your ears pick up almost no sounds until you get up to about 80 miles per hour, and then the wind starts to only slightly penetrate the tomb-like cabin. While this could be a bit risky, lovers of quietness wouldn't get any better options on the EV market. The battery is integrated into the all-aluminum chassis and is claimed to play a role in keeping the sound down inside the car. Being an improvement over its predecessor, the Wraith Coupe, the Spectre has been universally praised for its sleek yet powerful design. Though both models showcase the Pantheon waterfall grille, the Spectre grille is flanked by two horizontal eclipse-like lights, giving it a sinister yet attractive look. The car is highlighted by the coach doors and the car's lines flowing back to the rear. The slimmest of LED running lights sit above the darkened panels that hide the main headlights, coupled with rear hinge doors and a new design of 23-inch alloy wheel. At the back, there's a tapering tail that features elegant LED lights set as far apart as possible, with the top of the boot lid merging seamlessly into the rear window. Despite being an EV, the Spectre's interior feels like a Rolls-Royce through and through, but even though, the company has added several design features that are unique to Spectre. Inside, the Rolls-Royce is pure luxury. It has leather hides that are blemish-free and supple to the touch, wood veneers of differing colors and grains, and all-metal switchgear and vents that feel cold to the touch. The Spectre's cabin offers space for four with bucket seats in both rows. For example, in addition to the brand's signature Starry Night headliner, the Spectre's door panels rock a similar twinkle with tiny LED lights sparkling in the area surrounding the armrests. But taking things to a different level, the Spectre sits on the latest version of the Rolls-Royce four-wheel drive named Architecture of Luxury, which caters to electric power as well as internal combustion engines in the existing product lineup. Even crazier, it has a completely new digital architecture named Spirit that controls everything from the electric powertrain to the car's remote app called Whispers. Just like the Phantom, the Spectre's gallery is on the passenger side of the dash, and a Spirit of Ecstasy image features on the central control dial. And as seen in Rolls-Royce vehicles, there is an umbrella in the door, matching the interior's upholstery. All Spectres are made with a dual-motor electric powertrain with 577 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. The car can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.4 seconds and tops out at 155 seconds. While the speed is great, it is a bit slower than a few EVs on the market. Rolls-Royce doesn't have a reputation for performance, even though many of its cars feature huge V8 or even V12 engines. Even worse, the Spectre's 260-mile range is somewhat of a downer, but it's not a deal-breaker for potential buyers who likely have multiple cars. According to the company, the average Rolls-Royce client has 7 cars in his garage, so the range shouldn't be an issue. There's no word yet on the battery size either, but with an expected efficiency of 2.9 miles per kilowatt hour, that would mean a battery of around 100 kilowatt hours. Since Rolls-Royce parent company BMW uses a 105.2 kilowatt hour battery for its iX SUV, it's likely we could see this in the Spectre. Full technical details will remain undisclosed until closer to the car's formal launch, but as part of the BMW group, Rolls-Royce can call on the competencies that have made the iX and the i7 such persuasive machines. The Spectre shares some of the hardware, but Rolls-Royce is determined to put space between itself and its German relative, primarily to increase the smoothness of the driving experience. To aid this, Rolls-Royce has developed bespoke software that delivers that signature smooth drive. Once the Spectre is moving and in motion, you can smash the accelerator and it will deliver very smooth power. For the charging, the software is consistently improving. There are also no switchable driving modes beyond the one set by Rolls, with the only additions being regenerative braking function altering the way it feels and offering easy one-pedal driving. That's triggered by pushing a little B button on the slender drive controller column stalk. An active rear axle and all-wheel drive further ensure foolproof handling. Even better, the steering is effortless, precise, and linear. The automated emergency braking and adaptive cruise control offered by the brand shouldn't be slept on. For the first time, a digital instrument display has made it into a Rolls-Royce. There is a touchscreen, rotating discs, and big rotary knobs for climate control. And while everyone else is trying to hide their air vents, the Spectre's huge steel items are made obvious. Still, the interior is light on visible technology, unlike the Mercedes-style hyperscreen or even the curved glass multimedia display used by BMW. The rear hinge door closes when you press the brake pedal, and Rolls' Starlight headlining with the 4,800 individual light sources can now be extended into the leathery expanse of the door panel trim. Interestingly, the company is confident enough to have its own proprietary audio system, with the speaker and subwoofer locations fixed at the body-in white stage. By weighing in north of 3 metric tons, the Spectre is a quite heavy car. Nonetheless, this car is promising to be an elevated, elegant, and particularly discreet luxury EV, especially when it comes to the technology that underpins it. And with the amount of tests done, Rolls-Royce is offering exactly what they promise. The company says the Spectre has been subject to the most exhaustive testing procedure of any car it's ever launched, the equivalent of 400 years of use. But at the home of Rolls-Royce in Greenwood, the first deliveries of the new car are expected to be a year away, at the end of 2024. And with that, we have reached the end of this video. If you want to be a part of a group of people obsessed with the progression and innovation of the car industry, kindly click the subscribe button down below and never miss the latest news and developments on electric vehicles. Also, if you happen to enjoy watching this video, please leave it a like and let us know in the comments if you think that Rolls-Royce made the right decision by making an electric alternative to their cars.